Here we go. Here we are in game number one of Crash of this best of three series on Crash Zone Alpha. Green team in the all the spawn will be Smoke running Conqueror, Des Moines, Salem, Moscow, Shimakaze, Haraguma, Grozvoy, Daring. Meanwhile, in red in the Southern spawn, we have Thoreau running Montana, Conqueror, Des Moines, Moscow, Venezia, Shimakaze, Haraguma, Grozvoy, and Daring. Builds go. Alright, let's have a look here. So, Harugumo, Leg Mod, Superintendent, OPF No, AFT. We have the Shimakaze, Leg Mod, OPF, Swift and Silence, Grozavoy, Leg Mod, OPF, Daring, Dazzle, Des Moines, Leg Mod, Standard Build, Salem, something stuff. That's Radar Salem. Moskva, Leg Mod, Standard, Demolition Expert, Conqueror, Basic Tank, Conqueror, Basic Tank. Meanwhile, over on the red team of Throw, Shimakaze, Shift and Silence, RPF, No Leg Mod, Venezia, Rudder Shift Mod, and the Legendary Module. Mods for his Legendary Module, Daring, standalone stuff. Harigumo is AFT, RPF, and Leg Mod, and looks like we're going to have a restart. So we'll go over this. Actually, are we having a restart? Look like ships are slowing down. No, they're not. Never mind. Grozboy, no leg mod, smoke mod, engine boost mod, and DCP mod. Des Moines, leg mod, Toki Gunner, all that kind of stuff, you know, standard. Montana, standard, Different Silence. And Conqueror, standard tank. Nothing too spectacular on the builds. Initial deployments. Haragumo is going to pair up with this Des Moines somewhere around this region to get some sort of zone control, air radar control. We have the Moskva heading down this way. Wants to make that jump eventually, but for now we'll sit there happily and just like shoot anything that's over here from, you know, a hold radar position. Daring on the contest. You also have the Conqueror just sits here, shoots anything that's around there. Salem, Groz, depending on smoking the Salem into this position here, they'll have full radar control of this island. Groz can contest, can zone out the Daring, he can smoke, etc. And then we have Shimmer, Contest, Kite, Conqueror, just shoots anything in Shimmer spots. Red team's deployment, we have Grozavoy for the early contest. Des Moines is going to park up around here. They can eventually pair them up. We have Montana, who's just going to sit there and shoot whatever. Harry and Moscow doing the same things as Salem. Daring on the contest. And we have Conqueror, and we have Venezia plus Shimakaze. Thank you very much for the raid. I don't know why my alerts are still on, but I hope you can't hear that. Right, anyway. So yeah, so we see the initial collision of the two radars hitting each other in the smoke screen here. A lot of firepower coming in towards the smoke Salem, but he should be able to get down to the island quite happily. He has dodged the torps, and the Conqueror should not get another salvo, and nobody really should have a salvo from this side yet. He does have some torps to worry about, but yeah, this is going to be an interesting position. The Moscow is doing the same approach, and unfortunately he's not going to be so lucky. He does take a Conqueror salvo, and he still has to worry about all of this stuff that's going to be on his side here. Moscow, Des Moines, Conqueror. Yeah, this Moscow and Salem are going to get absolutely turbo farmed. This is basically become a DPS race. Who can kill the island cruiser first? This is a tactic we saw used well by Rain and TWA in the past. We also saw specific counter strats to this exact play as well, where we had double Khabarovsk rush this island to get this Moscow out of position. Well, Grozovoy is being turbo bullied himself right now, caught deep in that Moscow Hydro. Shimakaze did take C for throw. They're going to be basically able to push off there soon. Conqueror is just going to kite that. Everything's going to be rotating over at this spot to try and farm out this Moscow and Salem. This is the DPS race. Who can take down the opposing ship first? Because as soon as you take down the ship, you've lost the anchor and the deleting cap. Why is it set to game 2? See Moskva and Salem currently suffering, but the Moskva looks like he's suffering more right now. The smoke stream for the Haragumo plus Des Moines is doing a lot of damage on that Moskva. As you see, Moskva's looking like he's going to go down soon. Throws Des Moines, Haragumo, and Grozovoi can't really get onto Salem as well as the smoke team can. In fact, Salem's now got free broadside on the Des Moines. Moskva does go down from final Moskva salvo from Proace. And that's going to provide this cap control over to Smoke, who can now retake B happily. Unless the Salem takes Torpia or gets farmed out finally. He's going to get a heal off and he's going to be able to sit there and anchor that position quite happily. But this also means that Smoke have control over this. Like, basically, they have the Salem can shoot anything there. They can deny this. Salem also has a radar position to cover all that as well. When we throw are still ticking on the points right now. All 3 caps. If Des Moines radar comes out, we'll be spotting, these 2 Des Moines will be spotting each other over here. I'm going to have to spin the camera around right now, so you can actually watch everything that's happening over there now. Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it right now. There's like a Shimakaze being chased down over here too. He might actually die soon. Yeah, I hate not being able to put the camera outside the map. It's such a pain in the ass sometimes. In fact, yes. That shimmer ate torps from this shimmer. The shimmer got shimmed. So where was that exactly? I didn't see the exact death position. Oh, he was in the middle of the cap here. Yeah, just here. That shimmer ate shimmer torps. So Throw will lose their Shimakaze over at C. And that's going to come for a recon test. Smoke Shimakaze now going to be contesting C. B, as we mentioned, Salem has full control over that. Grozovoi is just going to take this cap from under the Daring's nose. Not much you can do about it because Daring tries to contest this. Grozovoi smokes up, shoots him, and Salem radars him. It looks like we see the Grozovoi, pleased with Enterprise, also got caught in a radar, taking a lot of HP and damage. Does have a heal. You still don't want to take the damage in the first place. And that now is going to be basically flipping 2 caps to 1 in 2 caps to 0 in favor of Smoke, as this one's currently neutralized as well. So Grozovoi needs to be very careful. He is like right on the edge of the Salem's radar. Radar is down right now though. Oh wait, never mind. I'm dumb. It's the Grozovoi's in the Salem team. Just ignore me. Venezia suffering. What even did all this damage to Venezia? Turns out a little bit of everything. Turns out a little bit of everything. You got done by Haru, Daring, Grozo, and Conqueror. And this is starting to look like a little bit of a mess for Throat. Shima tops the conch. Yeah. Yeah, Throw are suffering hard here. There's not really much they can do to reconsolidate their forces and make a push happen anywhere either. Conqueror has tried to push the Shimmer smoke, and unfortunately the Shimmer has left the other side of it and will be throwing a million torpedoes at that smoke screen. That's probably going to be a dead Conqueror. Radar comes out from the Salem at the B cap. We'll be spotting the Grozavoy of Please Wolf Enterprise. Des Moines going to be trying to trade. Yeah, Shimmer tops out the Conch. And throw losing the DPM race with the cruisers in the middle. Radar out from the throw Des Moines. Not really going to be spotting anything that's worth killing. It's pretty much just looking over with. But it's the slow, painful kind of death where you have to like watch them slowly suffer and no longer be what they used were. Grozvoy got topped out somewhere. I don't know where that was, but yeah. Where'd the Grozvoy die? Oh, the Groz was like up there. Okay. I mean, there's potential for a miracle comeback, but you know, it would have to be a miracle. You know, do you believe? Haragumo collects a daring torpedo. That's not the miracle you were looking for. Des Moines has a very friendly looking Conqueror approaching him. You do 1v1ing a Shimakaze in the corner somewhere. I mean, Grozvoy torps do connect onto Salem, but that's not going to be enough. And the Conqueror removes the Des Moines from the game. That's about all she wrote, really. Right? Right? Yeah, there goes the Montana. Leaving just our daring friend and our Grozvoy friend over here to, I don't know, do whatever they're doing. Nothing really not happening right now. They're all gonna have to lick their wounds, get the flex tape out, reassemble their ships. I mean, they're just taking all the cap just to be annoying there. I don't think you're wearing a 2v8 though. Just saying. Well, that Smoke will go 1-0 up in the series. Apologies again for the incorrect score I had listed earlier as I came over from a previous series. Right. Oops. I should go the winner scene first. The winner scene first. Apologies. So next map will be Sleeping Giant. Important. Important. Not important. Eyeballing the package that's supposed to get delivered yesterday still hasn't been. Right. Yeah, so current plan is we do this series, we might catch a game 3 from another series, then we move on to our final series of the day, which will be the eliminator game, the decider game. Look at the format once again. Pull it up quickly while we have some time. So as you can see here, if you win 2 series in the double elimination groups here, you advance to the knockout stage next weekend. If you lose 2 series, you're eliminated. It's a mini Swiss, basically. It's a mini Swiss. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what's actually going on with the series. 1 second. Interact. Who's currently up? Looks like we don't actually have any results in just yet. Yeah, we don't have any results in yet. Well, we did get everything else fixed from the previous series. That's nice, at least. We have less players in the training room now. Would you start at 56 minutes past? Well, we're supposed to start whenever the teams are ready, but still. Just waiting around. Soon, game, soon. Soon. Alright, everybody's ready. Please, team's ready up now. Please declare your readiness so we can get into game. I would like to watch some boating boats. Liz? We go now. Gaming. Alright, here we are, game number 2. Here we are on Sleepy Giant. Green Team, Northern Spawn, Smoke running, Montana, Moscow, Minotaur, Goliath, Prince of Orange, Shimikaze, Gearing, Daring, 1BB comp. We have Throw, Red Team, Southern Spawn, Montana, Conqueror, Zhao, Des Moines, Moscow, Shimikaze, Harrigan, Grosboy, Daring. Let's go take a look at some builds. Nope, we don't need restarts or anything like that. That's not builds, that's damage meter. Go away. Yes, this. Okay, let's have a look here. So the Daring, relatively standard little stuff apart from the Dazzle, which, you know, is an option. Prince of Orange with the Airstrike mod. We've got the Moscow here, Legendary module, the Top Gunner. We've got Shimakaze, Legendary module, and Dazzle. Gearing, Leg mod, Smoke mod. Goliath, Outnumbered RPF. Goliath's an interesting one. Prince on Orange, airstrike mode again. Minotaur is going to be a Radar Minotaur, and then on Montana is going to go full tonkiness. And let's have a look at the red team builds quickly. Haragumo, AFT RPF, Smoke mod, Engine Boost mod, Improved Ability Expert from the Suzuki Captain. We have Leg mod Des Moines. We have Standard build Grozovoy with Smoke mod and Speed Boost mod, along with Superintendent and RPF. Daring, relatively standard looking build. Montana, prop mod. Conqueror, prop mod, and a relatively standard tanky build. Then we got Zhao. Leg mod, RPF, Demolition Expert, Superintendent, Moskva, Superintendent, Tokyo Gunner, Leg mod, and finally another Shimmer, Swift and Silence, RPF, Torpedo Reload. Initial deployments for the green team, over A, Moskva, mans this, Goliath, kites there, Daring, contests here. No DD is going to actually be trying to contest this, they're just going to try and slow this down. Because we're going to have Montana over here. Prince on Orange is going somewhere weird. Where's this Prince on Orange going? I'm not sure where he's going. He's spotted, so he's going to regret wherever he's going. We got the Gearing Minnow going over here. Shima here. Gearing Minnow is going to be a nice little smoke combination. What is this PBO doing? Anyway, red team deployment. Shima, early cap, takes it for free. Zhao was supposed to kite. Moscow parks here. He's going to play Radar Bot for this. Daring, contests that. Conqueror sits here, looks to farm this position, or this position, basically whatever he can find, even dropping there. And we've got Montana here, looking for shots towards this general region, along with Des Moines and Grozovoy and Haragumo. We're going to play this as the contest slash smoke. Here come our initial smokes. Torpedoes going back and forth. Oh my lord, Mr. Grozovoy, you have an issue. My desync says no. Okay, never mind. Haru drops his smoke. Minnow is also getting smoked. More torpedoes coming back and forth. We're out from the Moskva here. We'll be spotting Daring in B. Shimakaze will cap A. Rosvoy currently being shelled in the face because he's perma-spotted by the Shimakaze. Des Moines radar is ready, hasn't used it yet. Montana salvos into the blind fire onto the Minotaur does catch, but nothing too big. Des Moines smoke comes out. Rosvoy's going to be relaying another smoke into the cap. Pins banner on airstrikes over there towards this Moscow position. Could be painful. Kind of hard to keep track of everything at the same time right now. So you can find a new angle where I can keep track better. Yeah, probably over here. Throw currently ticking away on 1 point. Minotaur radar comes up again, spots the Grozovoy, forces him out of the cap at sea. You can have Montana on that as well. Crush shots from the Prince of Orange and Montana in towards the Conqueror as he's advancing around. Goliath being zoned into Narnia. Smoke do take the B cap, which will equalize the point income. However, Smoke are well on their way into taking C as well, which will allow them to start taking points back towards them. More Prince Van Orange and Montana crossfires into the side of this Conqueror. He's not going to enjoy that cross at all. C-cap is flipped. Smoke now have a win timer at 8 minutes 20. Honk going to be rotating his way into the Thunderdome. Prince Van Orange going to continue raining down airstrikes upon the Moskva. Goliath in the corner there has been getting farmed a little bit by the Conk, but nothing too exciting. Moskva Raider comes out, spots the position of the Moskva and Conqueror. Daring of Doom going to be moving his way down towards C as Please Buff Enterprise has a wall of torpedoes he needs to dodge. We'll spot for the Hariguma and Des Moines as they re-encroach on C. Des Moines Raider comes out, does not spot what's in the smoke. Hariguma lays his smoke down. Montana did not get his salvo out at the Des Moines, so he's quite happy with that. They will be catching the Shimakaze in the smoke. The Minotaur is going to be turned away by the gearing smoke. They'll be able to recontest that with the Minotaur smoke and knock everything back out the cap once again soon enough. But for now, the Des Moines will be allowed to farm away at the Montana or Prince on Orange or Shimakaze. Grozvoy and Shima are currently spotting each other. Focus swiftly turns onto the Grozvoy from the Minotaur et al. Shima takes a torpedo from the Grozvoy or Harigumo, I'm not sure which. I think it was Harigumo. Harigumo has torpedo issues of his own though. Yeah, he's fine. Grozvoy not so fine. Minotaur raining shells down upon his face. Montana also suffering massively right now. Zhao and Shima trying to push it around as much as possible. Conqueror still suffering inside the Thunderdome. Battleship's basically getting farmed left, right, and center right now. Looks like the Montana will be the first to go down, though. I remember that was the only battleship for Smoke. Smoke no longer have access to a battleship. They chose to bring one BB, and that is now dead. Throws Conqueror inside the Thunderdome, is now getting radared by the Moskva outside of it. Throw are still struggling to actually step on the sea cap though, because the Minotaur is still parked up here with his radar range. Will be his he still has 3 charges of radar as well, so folks now shifting from throw onto farming out the Moskva to try and defend their Conqueror. But throw need to step on a cap soon. This Zhao and Shimakaze have forced the Goliath further and further back, but he's still not going to be able to do very much. They might be able to get it back on the back end of the Prince on Orange and Moskva soon, but the Conqueror is still suffering inside the Thunderdome here. Gearing tops out Harigumo. Oh dear. Yeah, Harigumo eats tops and dies. Oh dear. Throw and eating around the torpedoes. No more iconic duo. Conqueror just gets airstriked completely out by the Prince on Orange, and it's all going pear-shaped, losing 2 ships in a matter of 20 seconds there. So throw now very much on the back foot here. They are contesting C, but they are down 2 ships. Well, Smoker also down 1 ship, so it kind of balances out a little bit, but Grozvoy once again being forced out here. As the re-smoke comes in for the Minotaur. Des Moines Radars doesn't really find anything though. He finds the Grozvoy, but he can just leave. The Minotaur not deep enough to be an issue. Moskva being farmed by Prince Van Orange. Both Prince Van Orange is now going to switch their airstrike focus over to that Moskva, and the Moskva's not going to survive too many of them. Like we say, the Zhao and Shimakaze haven't really been able to do much. They have finally managed to find a position to farm out that Moscow, but it might be too late to get anything done here. You have got a bit of a surround going on, but they are losing ships. Des Moines force back. Airstrike coming in towards Moscow once again. Moscow radar comes out because he thinks he's going to die any second now, so he may as well use it. There he does. Got the intel radar down at least. It brings points back a little bit for throw, but they're still down. 3 minute on the win timer for smoke right now. The question is, what can throw do in the next 3 minutes to stop this? Montana getting smoked up by the Grozavoy is a choice. Zhao retreating to go fight against the Prince Van Orange to try and do something with that. Shimakaze getting involved in that too. Smoke does expire for the Minotaur. There are no more available from the gearing. There are also none available for the Grozvoy. So Des Moines is just no water ship now. Montana going to be rotating towards B. Prince Van Orange is going to be dueling the Zhao. Shimakaze going to exist. Goliath actually gets on the Shimakaze now. Throw have 1 minute 30 to recontest something, and it's going to have to be C. Unless it can force their Montana through B, but he's going to be taking the firepower of double PVOs if he does that. Plus torpedoes from Shimmer and Daring. Des Moines might have found an angle onto the PVO behind that rock. Radar comes out from the Moskva of throw as he gets double PVO airstriked again. Ooh, survives just. Moskva on 820 health now. PVO now going to get focused by Montana, Daring, Zhao. And even Shimmer's going to be opening up here. This PVO might go down here. B is blocked now. Things are starting to happen. PVO goes down. Points now 3 minutes 24 on the win timer. Throw are capping though. Moscow did survive. Moscow's floating points. He cannot get spotted for the rest of the game. He needs to turn and head for the border. It's not worth using his radar at any point anymore. But even if Throw take the B cap here, which they will, they're still probably going to need one more kill for this. We might be able to see Shimmer on Shimmer violence. In fact, we're very likely to see Shimmer on Shimmer violence soon. Yeah, Throw need to block for 15 seconds. They do not have a ship to block C for those 15 seconds. So they're going to need another kill. Now, there is potential that the Shimmer finds this Daring here. Other options available, or the Montana gets into the face of the PVO. Moskva is risking getting involved in that fight. Grozvoy is being found by the gearing. Grozvoy has no smoke available. The Minotaur should be able to take that down. Gearing finds the Grozvoy, takes him down. Okay, now Thrower in desperate need. 1 minute left on the clock before a smoke win. And they're running, they're all centralizing. Okay, Thrower needed to push into something. They need to find a kill. There's potential for a kill on PVO from the Montana, but even they need follow-up after that as well. The Zhao and the Shimmer need to go find something to kill. Nah, Montana's going to eat these daring tubs, isn't he? Everything's switching focus on the Montana. You got the Minotaur on it. You got the Prince with Orange on it. You got the daring on it. And look at the combined DPM on that. No heal available for 40 seconds. No DCP available either. Best Montana can hope for is a ram at this point, and it's too late. Montana goes down, and that will be the game, and a 2-0 series for Smoke.